Every once in a while, you might wonder how a Finnish company that makes rubber boots got a phone in your pocket. It sounds like a strange business fairy tale, but it's true. This is the story of Nokia, a company that started out as a paper mill, then made cables, then rubber boots, and now it makes more cell phones than any other company in the world. Its trip is even stranger than you think. We need to go back to 1865 to fully understand Nokia. Fredrik Idestam, a Finnish mining engineer, started a wood pulp mill near the Nokianvirta River at that time. The work wasn't exciting, but it was necessary. By 1871, Idestam and his partner Leo Meckelin had started a business. They named it Nokia after the river. Now Nokia had only one goal for many years: to stay alive. It was hard to do business in Finland. It wasn't easy because of wars, depressions and cold winters. But Nokia kept getting better. They were no longer just into the paper game by the early 1900s. They were also into rubber and made everything from tires to, you got it, rubber boots. This is where things get strange. In the 20th century, Nokia turned into a kind of spread for business. They were interested in power. They made wires. They even played around with chemicals for a while. They seemed like they couldn't choose what they wanted to be. But maybe being able to change their minds was their hidden weapon. Let's go back to the 1960s. This is where Nokia takes a quiet step toward its future. They begin to make gadgets. At first, it's just simple things like telephones and military gear. But what really changes things? Nokia teams up with Salora to form Mobira in 1979, and the two of them make one of the first cell phones for cars. It is big, pricey, and not very mobile, but it is revolutionary. Then 1987 came along. Nokia introduced the Mobira Cityman at that time, which was the first handheld cell phone. It was really big. It was pricey, yes, but it made a point. Nokia was ready for the future of wireless technology. They did it again in the 1990s. Nokia put all of its resources into phones, while other tech companies tried to figure out what the internet was. Goodbye, rubber boots. They got rid of companies that weren't important to them and focused on phones and telecom infrastructure. It worked. Nokia wasn't just the best phone company in the early 2000s, they were the game. The Nokia 1100 is the most popular cell phone of all time. More than 250 million sets were sold. That's more people than live in most countries. Then, though, something changed. Nokia was having a great time, but a small business called Apple was busy making something new. The iPhone stopped making sense in 2007. Phones were no longer just phones. They had touchscreens, internet access, cameras, music players, and personal helpers. And Nokia? They didn't turn quickly enough. At the same time that Apple and Android came out with better, faster software, they stuck to their own operating system, Symbian. In just a few years, Nokia went from being the best to having to work hard to stay ahead. Nokia lost its cell phone business to Microsoft in 2014. It was the end of an age. The twist that most people don't know, though, is that Nokia never really died. Nokia is now a world leader in 5G technology and network infrastructure. They're no longer trying to sell you a phone. Instead, they're making the networks that all phones use. Nokia's history isn't just about phones. It includes everything from river pulp to rubber boots, and from small bricks to wireless networks. The story spans 160 years and is about changing, adapting, and starting over. Remember that Nokia is more than just a brand name the next time you hear it. It's an account, one that's still being written. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.